It was homecoming for the Hawkeyes this afternoon as they welcomed Northwestern to town. The former Wildcat Brendan Sullivan going up against his old team. And speaking of former teammates, Caitlin Clark back in Iowa City for today's game. We'll join this one in the second quarter. Hawks up 3. Jack Lausch with an ill-advised throw over the middle. It's picked off by Quinn Schulte, setting the Hawks up with great field position. But that excitement was pretty short-lived. Kaleb McNamara gives it right back. This one is intercepted by Kaleb Johnson, and he takes it all the way back for a pick 6 to give Northwestern the lead. We had to fast forward his return a little bit in case you were wondering, but Brendan Sullivan would replace McNamara after that play. The Iowa defense continued to shine, though. Max Llewellyn gets to the quarterback and comes away with the safety, and that really helped turn the tide for the Hawkeyes. Just before the half, big play, KJ strikes again. Kaleb Johnson makes a guy miss, spins out of a tackle, and finishes with a stiff arm into the end zone. He had 3 touchdowns on the day, and Iowa heads into the half with a 12-7 lead. And this game was all Hawkeyes for the rest of the way. Opening drive of the third, Sullivan on the keeper gets in for the touchdown, and he was pretty pumped after that one, as were his teammates. The Hawks were able to score in all 3 phases today: offense, defense, and now special teams. Caden Weegan on the punt return, and he is going to take this one 85 yards to the house. And Iowa steamrolls Northwestern 40-14, making for a very happy homecoming. Local 5's Jake Bren has more on the Hawkeyes' big win from Iowa City.
Hawkeye fans got what they wanted: Brendan Sullivan. Kirk Ferentz said that the plan all week was to rotate quarterbacks, telling us after the game that Cade McNamara was shaken up. Well, after McNamara's second quarter pick 6, Sullivan got the reins against his former team. Mason Richmond called Sullivan a spark. After he entered the game, Iowa scored 37 straight points. Sullivan was efficient through the air, completing 64% of his passes for 79 yards. But maybe more importantly, he was dynamic on the ground with 8 carries for 41 yards and a touchdown. Sullivan helped open up the Hawkeye offense.
Just having that extra element to be able to scramble, I think, especially in that 2-minute drill at the end of the half. Just being able to do that, add that to the team when things aren't going necessarily how we want them to go, and so I think that's what.
So that's one of Brendan's strengths. He's a really good athlete and really good at that. And then, the other thing is he commanded the game, which is, no matter what your style is as a quarterback, you have to do that.
I think he just did a great job stepping up and, being prepared for that moment. And, he's been working his tail off all year, and especially against this team, it's really special for him.
How's this for a stat? With Cade McNamara in the game, Kaleb Johnson had 5 carries for just 2 yards. With Sullivan in the game, Johnson ran 9 times for 107 yards and, of course, 3 scores. Iowa is back in the win column at 5-3 as they welcome Wisconsin into Iowa City next week. Who will be the starting quarterback? According to Kirk Ferentz, we'll have to wait and find out. From Kinnick Stadium, Jake Brend, Local 5 Sports.